Hello YouTube and welcome to lesson 12 of the Autodesk Maya 2017 tutorial series. So today we're going to look at more options of polygons right here. So we're going to look at how to use Boolean, chamfer and extract faces in polygons. So in polygons you see that I got a number of faces, I got vertices and so forth. I can add in as loops and so forth to model the object as I want. So let me just add in some division to this. Let's say I'm going to go to my channel box editor right here. So I'm going to add in some divisions to this like 555 and there you go. Okay, so first of all what we're going to use is we're going to use a thing called Boolean right here. So let's say I got two objects right here. I'm on my modeling menu. Okay, you can see that there. So I'm going to put this shape right inside the shape right here. So I'm going to select this shape, then this shape, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to go for Boolean. So my Boolean is under edit mesh. Where you go? Where's the Boolean? Right there. A mesh. Yes, there you go. Under mesh you can see that there's union, difference and intersection. So if I do the union, what it actually does is it merges the two objects so it becomes one. So if I were to zoom this in, if I were to go in, you can actually see that it becomes one object. Let me just turn on the two-sided lighting right there. You can see that there's a hole right there. So you can see that it actually becomes a hole inside. So what it actually does is it combines the two objects. So let me just press Ctrl Z, separate them again. So let me just separate them out. Okay. So what does the other thing do? So if I were to go over here into Boolean again and go for difference, this time what it does is it cuts out the shape. For example, now in union it does not really matter in which order you select, but here in difference the order of the selection actually matters. So if I select the ball first, then the cube and then do the Boolean, what it actually does is it actually cuts out the cube out of the ball. So if I go opposite, for example, let's say if I were to select this, I'm holding shift and I'm selecting the sphere. I'm going to go to mesh, Boolean and difference. What it actually does is it cuts out the portion from the ball. So once you do this, you cannot actually smooth this out because it's going to look weird. So make sure that you have the final model. You actually hard smooth it by adding the divisions if you want to go for the Boolean. So if you want to make cheese and everything else, then this is actually quite useful. The other thing is chamfer. So what chamfer actually does is you can select certain vertices. Usually we select the end vertices like this. And then we go for chamfer. So chamfer is located, where you go. Alright, so let me go to mesh tool, mesh display, chamfer. Okay, chamfer. I cannot find chamfer here, so let me just search it out. I'm going to go to help, find menu, and let's just go chamfer. So if you actually don't remember certain tools, you can actually search it here from the help menu. So even if you don't have a Mac, you can also do this in Windows, which is actually cool. So the spelling of chamfer is chamfer. So let me just search that out right there. Alright, so it's searching for chamfer option menu. And then still searching out, it searches out the whole menu to actually show where the option is. So chamfer is under edit mesh and chamfer vertices. Alright, there you go. So edit mesh, where is the chamfer? Oh yeah, there you go. There's the chamfer and there's the toolbox right here. Let me just click on it by default like this and see what it actually does. So let me click chamfer, and what chamfer does is it actually converts one vertices face into tri-faces just like this. So if you want smooth as, then chamfer actually works. So this is actually for small vertices right there. If you want larger vertices, what you want to do is, let me just press Ctrl Z. Let me select this. Let me go to chamfer right there. So let me go to edit mesh and let me go to chamfer vertices, and I can actually increase the width of this. So right now the value for this is 0.25. So if I were to do 7 and press apply, then you can see that the chamfer is actually larger. So I can actually go over here. If I want a smaller chamfer, I can decrease the value for this, press apply, and if I want the longer, if I want the bigger one, then I can do the same. So if I were to do this, let me just go to let me just increase the value to 1 and let's see what happens. So you can see that the chamfer is lost, and the value for chamfer is actually dependent on this right here. This is one box is 1 unit. All right, so that is what the chamfer does. And the other thing that you want to know is the extract faces. So if you have the same object and if you want to divide it into 2 objects, then you can extract faces as well. So for example, you can go for face, select the number of faces that you want to extract, just like this, and then go to edit mesh. Let's see if the extract faces is there, and the extract right here. So extract is here. Let me just press on extract, and what it does is it divides the object. So let me just deselect that first, select the object again. Let me go to object mode, and you can see now my faces is actually extracted. So you can divide the objects like that as well. If I were to smooth it out, then you can see that the edges actually stays just like that. So if you want to separate objects and you've already combined the objects, you can actually extract the faces as well, just like that. So similarly, these are some of the tools that is used in polygonal modeling. Hope you learned something as always, and as always, please like